Hello folks, my name is Daniel Gibson and I'm here to just bring you me, Daniel. I love the internet, I love YouTube, I love tech, movies, games, just random facts, current events, and all these things I love, but what I love most of all is Jesus. And that's what I want to talk about here all the time, is Jesus. We are called to live in this world and to not be of the world, but of Jesus. And one of the things I do love, as I said before, is YouTube. So what I want to bring is Jesus to YouTube. There's lots of random people singing songs and, people who put up single videos, but what I haven't found is people putting up regular content. So I'd like to help fill that void if you'd allow me to. So what I want to do is bring you a few shows a week, a few time basically of me just getting up here and talking in front of a wall and just telling you about myself and my opinions and different things I like. So if you're interested in that, I just say stick with me, and I'm new to this, so I'll be a little rough at first and probably forever, but if you stick with me, we can really turn this thing into something special, I think. So first show I want to bring you is this one right here called The Weekly Roundup. The Weekly Roundup is where I'm going to tell you about what's coming out this weekend in movie theaters, what you can be looking for, what's worth seeing, and what you need to watch out for. So this week we're talking about a movie that is called Fury, starring Brad Pitt, Shia LaBeouf, and Logan Lerman. This movie's rated R for violence, war violence, language, and the movie is a depiction of a World War II tank team that is fighting in the midst of Nazi Germany. Now, in the midst of this tragedy, this war that was going on, we see horrific losses happen. This movie definitely does not hide from you what's going on. There's no turn to the camera and the guy blows up beside you. It shows you it. So there is gore in this movie, so be warned. This movie I would not suggest for anyone younger. This rated R, so you should be over 17 for sure to go see it. But for somebody who is just wanting a reminder of what's happened in our country and what's happened so that our country can stand on the values in which it does. This movie follows Brad Pitt, who's this hardened commander of this tank unit, and who just goes across enemy lines and battles it out with these Germans who are brutal. And in turn, he has to be brutal. It follows this young man who's putting on this team that's been together since basically the beginning of the war. And it follows him as he struggles to come to grips with the brutality in which these men have become acquainted to. And, Brad Pitt and the whole team is very hard on this man. And so it's very easy almost to somewhat think of them as bullies. But as you watch the movie, you really come to grips that it's not that they're bullies, that they are truly just trying to prepare this innocent boy for the horrors he's about to see. So it really is a great thought-provoking drama. Sexual content is to a drastic minimum in this movie. There's one scene that takes place in this house where sex is implied, but nothing is shown. It's not needed to be shown. They don't show it in the movie, and honestly, I find that to be encouraging. Most movies you go to today are just outright showing it, and it doesn't need to be shown. So I would give this movie a 7 out of 10. The movie, on a parental guide basis, is definitely for the older crowd. It's not one you want to see with your kids or anybody who has a squeamish stomach. But it's not over-the-top brutality. It's not blood and gushing everywhere. It's not anything that is over the top. It's just truly what happened. So that would be my pick for the week. If you're willing to go in and see this movie and really be willing to kind of just sit back and just be in awe of what men have sacrificed for us in this country, this would be a great pick. So that's the Weekly Roundup. What do you got to look forward to? Well, I'm going to try next week to get you a little bit of tech. I want to do a movie on what is cell phones, basically. Cell phones 101. Now, granted, you might say, hey, I know how to check my Facebook. Not really that. When you're looking to buy a phone or you're trying to figure something out, what is the basics of what makes up your cell phone? Like, what is a SIM card? What's an SD card? What is your memory? What does gigahertz mean to your cell phone? And then after that, I hope to bring you a basically buyer's guide. What are the top picks what are the best phones you can buy, the best bang for your buck when you're buying your cell phone. So that will be next week. I hope you like this video, and I hope this weekend that this helped maybe you have a little more clarity at the box office this weekend. So without further ado, I'm Daniel Gibson, and I'll see you next video.